we are back here on the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. As I mentioned at the beginning of the show, there's so many events that go on in our city. So we try to spotlight those events that stand out, that leap out, that really promise something special. I think a Christian arts extravaganza fits that bill, and that's exactly what's coming up at the Bidwell Presbyterian Church over on the north side. Here to talk about it, two individuals, two perspectives. Audra Walker. Now, Audra, is it fair to say that you've kind of been part of the force behind this extravaganza?
Way behind, yeah.
Okay. And Reverend B. Denise Welsh, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so you say way behind, Audra, but give me an idea. This is a full day.
A full day of activity. So it begins because the play is a one-act play. We had to fill something in to make it a worthwhile event.
Okay.
So we have mime. We have the church mime that's going to perform. We have dancers, praise and worship dancers that are going to perform, and a poet. We have a poet in our church, and so she's going to read some poetry. Original poetry.
Okay. Let me get you to go back just for a second before we go through, because I want to start with this play, because the idea behind the play is pretty intriguing.
The idea behind the play is it's demonstrating how church folks act after somebody dies and they leave a will. And so it's actually comical the way it works, but it's true to life. So we have some characters in there, and they have different character flaws and things they won't do in the church. But then the deacon dies, or so they think. And so he leaves a will. And in order for them to collect on the money he's leaving them, there's only 7 of them, because he didn't have family. So in order for them to collect on that money, they have to do certain things before the end of the funeral. And the funeral happens the same day.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, there's a couple twists and turns in there.
There's a lot. And so, but we're using it as a platform as well, which is what Pastor will talk about, to talk about the importance of planning for your funeral.
Okay.
And, you know, some of the things that go with that.
Now, right off the bat, Reverend Welsh, you know, that's something we don't even like to think about.
That's exactly right. And some of us think it's superstitious for us to even talk about death before it happens. But for a number of years, I worked for a local hospice organization. And we really worked hard to try to get the African American community to sign up for something that's already a right or a privilege of theirs. They just have to sign off on it. But it's been very difficult to get people to buy into hospice care, pre-planning, making arrangements beforehand. Which is funny, because if we're people of faith and we say we know where we're going, why is it so difficult to get us to talk about it? And another reason it's really important to talk about is because families get into all kinds of squabbles and fights and
folks stop speaking to each other
over tiny things that would just take a moment to just pre-plan and think ahead. And so this is our chance to really highlight that fact that pre-planning is not superstitious, it's faith-based, and it can actually bring your family closer together and avoid some of those fights that happen.
So we take this mission, we take this play. I mean, this is a whole new approach to a Christian extravaganza, is it not?
Well, yeah, but we don't do anything traditionally at the Bidwell Presbyterian Church. We are known for not being very traditional and for really being community oriented. We're in partnership with one of the local funeral homes to also help us talk about and look at these things that we can't avoid. We're not going to avoid death.
Oh yeah, it's happening no matter what.
So we just felt like it would be good to partner. I don't know if I can say the funeral home.
Sure, go ahead.
Costin Funeral Home, 3 locations now, 2 in the East End,
now she
1 on
wants
the
to
North
do commercial,
side.
all the locations.
Because I love them and I love what they do, and they've been extremely generous and helpful to us in trying to get that message out and show all the services that
Well,
can be
and
offered.
Roland and his wife, there is a very, very clear community-mindedness
Absolutely.
about everything they do.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, okay, Audrey, give me the logistics. The when, where?
The play is November 3rd. We have 2 performances, 3 and 6.
Okay.
It's at 1025 Liverpool Street, which is Big Bowl Presbyterian.
I was going to say, it's at the church.
It's at
yeah.
the church.
Okay.
And if they want tickets, they can contact the church by calling 412-231-4663, or they can be in touch with our director, who is Norma Jean Barnes.
I was going to say, and we got to give Norma Jean Barnes a shout out as well.
Absolutely.
Basically, this was her vision, and she's bringing it to fruition. Like I told her, the passion she has for it shows in all of our rehearsals. It shows in, you know, the delivery. She gives the actors free range to kind of use their artistic creativity, but she can also be firm when it's going too far to the left or too far to the right. So she's excellent. Plus, she's also one of the dancers.
Awesome. Now, is there a cost involved in this?
Yes, it's $20 per person, but we have a discount for seniors, and the seniors must be 65 or older.
Okay.
and children 18 and under. So
All right.
they're 10. And the rest of us are $20.
Awesome. And we got about 20 seconds left, Reverend. This really, I mean, all the proceeds, in addition to all the information you walk away with, it also benefits the church.
Absolutely, and we need to benefit the church in every way we can.
Every way we
are
can.
still integral and important to the community, so we need to find creative ways to help fund our programs, to help fund our outreach to the community.
There you go. Ladies, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It is a Christian arts extravaganza, and of course, you can get all of this information on our website at kdka.com. We'll take a break. When we come back, Unlucky 21. Don't go away when the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show continues.